I've been posting so many pictures about NeoraFIT and a lot of testimonies and so many good stories, and I just wanted to jump on pretty quickly and actually have a video about a story that's pretty unique. My daughter has a good story.
I have many.
She loves to tell stories
in the various ways.
But I just wanted her to jump on and tell everybody her experience with NeoraFIT. It wasn't what you might think. I'm always posting about pounds and inches, etc., and those are all good things because as we get well, we want also to manage our weight well. But Linnea, what do you have to say?
What do I have to say? She's setting me loose on her channel.
Yeah.
So for some who know me, know that I had an eating disorder when I was 17, and the last 10 years of my life have been very much about recovering from that. I was very severely anorexic, and my relationship with food after the fact has never been normal. I've gone through lots of periods of, basically the whole thing has just been I've been emotionally connected to food. Eating has always been a very difficult thing for me. I never knew, I've really never known, am I hungry or am I just emotional? Am I just eating because I need to because of my emotions? And I've experienced a gamut of eating disorders since anorexia. Definitely binging and purging and as in just starving myself for periods of time, and even as I've recovered from the depression that's attached to eating disorders, I don't really consider myself depressed, but it's just having a relationship with food when you have a food addiction is really tough, because you have to have it in your life. You can't just cut it out, because I tried that and that didn't work so well for me. Yeah. So with NeoraFIT, it is a weight loss program, and so I'm not recommending it for people with eating disorders. It is a weight management program, and so that can be a delicate thing for people who've experienced eating disorders. And at first I was like, no, I'm probably never gonna use that, because my mom is always telling me about her products, and I love them. I've used several of them, and but I did order it because I was like, well, it could help with, it has a lot of collagen in it and a lot of nutrients, and so I was just interested in the other health benefits of it. But it did something for me that really surprised me that I never thought would be possible. Like I was saying, I've struggled with emotional eating and knowing when to eat and understanding my hunger cues, and literally the day I got onto NeoraFIT, and definitely within the first week, I noticed that I was able to not eat when I wasn't hungry and not feel oh my gosh, I missed a meal, I'm gonna die now, and feel this panic, because panic was just an emotion that came with when I wasn't eating. When I was eating, I was always in this panic about food and this focus on food, and with NeoraFIT, it just kind of removed that entirely, being on it, and it really did help me to learn my hunger cues. And when I did feel hungry, I was like, I know I'm actually hungry now, and I also knew I could stop. And I think one of the things that was super helpful for me was that I always had a hard time knowing when to stop eating at the end of the day, and because Neora has that evening tea, which, to be honest, I didn't love at first, but then I grew to love it. It became my favorite one because just the habit of having it, and at night, when when I would feel oh, maybe I want to eat something even though I wasn't hungry, or would be full from dinner, but I couldn't break with I can't be done eating today, it would be super helpful to have, to just be well, instead of eating, I'm gonna have this tea, and if I'm still hungry afterwards, then maybe I'll eat something. But I had it, and I would never be hungry afterwards because I wasn't actually hungry at that time, and you know, having it for a month, I had it for 1 month and I'm doing it again because I loved it. It just, like, it helped me to make the habit of like ending my day calmly and being able to say like, I'm done eating, and then tomorrow I'll eat again, and that's okay. And it's the first time in 10 years that I've ever been able to like do that and not have an emotional breakdown over it. Like you know, just like being honest about like the things that I've struggled with, like, and so like, again, it's not a, like, I'm not recommending it for people with eating disorders. This isn't like a medical video. This is just my experience with it, and it helped me so much with like emotional eating and, you know, healing from it. And you know, I never thought it'd be possible because I always thought like this is just going to be something that I struggle with my whole life because I have a food addiction and I am always gonna have to fight it. Like, and now I don't have to. Like, now it's so nice. Like, I can, you know.
Do you feel like relaxed then?
It feels
calm.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, everything just feels so much better. I feel calm. I don't think about food, like, except for when I'm eating it, like, you know, or shopping for it. But that's it. Like, I can live my life, and I have honestly so much more mental clarity for other things. Like, before NeoraFIT, my whole day was planned around what my meal was, what's my next meal, how much is it going to be, what is it going to be, where is it going to be, how am I going to, like, all the what's, when's, how's, and why's of my food. But now, like, I don't think about it until maybe a half hour before I want to eat. Like, oh, maybe I should make something to eat. I wonder what it should be, you know. And NeoraFIT really helped me. It helped me develop a rhythm and a structure for feeling safe with food. And
I think it's like the simplicity of the plan. Like, some of you might not even know what NeoraFIT is, but it's just 3 packets with what you're already doing. Like, it's 1 in the morning, the second one a half hour before lunch, and the third one at night before you go to bed. It's so simple, and the structure of it is also what you were describing, is like you were safe in the space of when you were eating.
Yeah, and I feel like that's so important.
Yeah,
you know,
it's really,
for people who don't know how to, like me, like, I didn't know how to manage my appetite or my, you know, what was real and what wasn't. And
this really helped.
Neora helped me to do that.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome. I have no problem sharing. Ask me anything ever.
But again, it's not medical advice. It's just Linnea's personal experience. But we just wanted to share it, and thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, no problem.